Ready for your final task for your grade 1 music theory book? What are we going to do today? Our practice exam paper. So get ready. Let's test all of your knowledge, everything that you have learned throughout this course. And today we have a special guest. Marcus Luca, my son, who already passed his grade 5 with merit, he is the one who is going to take the test for us today. Let's go. How we are going to do? We're going to do from page 56. First topic is rhythm. So we're going to solve all the exercise about rhythm. Then I'm going to stop and check the answers. Okay, I have here the answer book. So you're going to check and see if everything is right. Okay, Marcus, look, get started. Rhythm. Well done. Now let's check all the answers. Okay, exercise 1. Circle the correct time signature for each of these bars. Let's see. We have 1 crotchet, 2 quavers. Okay, so we have count number 3, count number 2, and a dotted quaver plus a semiquaver equals 1 count of a crotchet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, exactly. Next, 4 semiquavers equals 1 count, 2 quavers, another count, 2, 4, exactly. Next, if you look at the end, which is easier to solve, sometimes if you look backwards, it's easier. So I start from the end sometimes. So we have a count of a crotchet here, a count of another crotchet here, and 1.5 plus half gives us 2 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, exactly, 3 points. Well done. Add the 1 missing bar line to each of these 5 melodies. Let's have a look. Only 1 bar line, 3, 4, 3 quavers in a bar. Again, we have a dotted note. Sometimes it's easier to look backwards. Like 1, 2, 3, bar line. Exactly. Here, 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2. This is the first bar is more difficult to sort out than the second. So you can look at the second. 1, 2 counts, bar line. Right. 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, bar line. Checking. 1, 2, 3, bar line. 4, 3 plus 1, 4, bar line. Good. Tick 1 box to answer each question. How many minimums are there in a semi-breve? So as you know, semi-breve equals minimum plus minimum. Yes, 2 minimums. So 2. Right. How many semiquavers are there in a dotted crotchet? So Marcus Luca answered 6. Let's have a look. Dotted crotchet. A crotchet by itself has 4 semiquavers, yeah? The dot is half of the value of the note, which means a half of 4 semiquavers. We have 2 other semiquavers. So 4 plus 2, 6. 6, right. Tick 1 box to show which bar is grouped correctly. So it's a 2-4 bar. So you have to put 1 count, all the notes together, the second count, all the notes together. If you look at the second option, the 4 semiquavers makes for the second count. They should all be beamed together. They are not, so it's wrong. On the last option, you have 2 quavers plus a semiquaver together, which doesn't make sense. So it's the first option. You have first count, 2 quavers, second count, 4 semiquavers grouped together. Good. Tick or cross each box to show whether the rest are correct or incorrect. So it's a 3-4 bar. We have a crotchet, first count. Then the second count, we have a quaver rest and a quaver note. This makes the second count, yeah? So it's right. Second bar, we have a crotchet, And then you have 4 semiquavers to make the second count. So you have a semiquaver rest. Fine. And finally, the final bar, when the whole bar is empty, we have to use the semi-brief rest. So the whole bar is empty. So we should use the semi-brief rest, so wrong. Right. Last, tick one box which shows the 4 notes written in order from the longest value to the shortest value. So we have semi-brief, the longest. After semi-brief comes minimum, then crotchet, then semiquaver. Yes, so the first option, you go from semi-brief to semiquaver, but semiquaver is a shortest than a crotchet, so it's wrong. On the second option, if you go from semi-brief to crotchet, okay, crotchet to semiquaver, okay, but semiquaver to minimum, you're going to a longest one, so it's wrong. So the last option is the right one. Now let's check and see with the answer book if everything was fine, if I correct everything right. So answers: 3, 4, 2, 4, 4, 4. Right. 1.2. Let me check here, see if the bar lines were added correctly. If I marked it right, good. Then you have 1.3, 2 and 6, good. 1.4. The first one was the correct answer. 1.5. Right, right, wrong. Okay. 1.6, the last option. So everything was marked correctly. Well done. Let's go now for pitch. Marcos Luca, your turn. Well done, Marcos Luca. Thank you. Now let's see here what Marcos Luca has done. Pitch 2.1. Tick one box to show the correct name of each note. Treble clef, F sharp, good. Bass clef, G. Bass clef, B flat. Treble clef, A. Treble clef, C sharp. Oh yes, that's tricky because sometimes they're gonna write like some key signatures close to the clefs, okay? So you have to be aware, like so see the note C, but look at the time signature, the key signature always, so F sharp, C sharp, so C sharp, attention to that. D and E. Okay, 7 points. Tick the higher note of each of the pairs of notes. Higher note, so E flat to E. So that's why Marcos Luca draw this keyboard here. That's what I tell all my pupils who are taking grade 5 or even if taking lower grades. But always you're gonna have spare papers in the exam. Use those spare papers. First thing you have to do is to draw a keyboard. Okay, so you can visually look at the notes and see what's high, what is higher, what is lower. Okay, and it's very useful for the scales as well. Okay. So do this first thing in the exam. Take the higher note of each of the pairs of notes. So E flat to E natural. Which one is the higher? E. F sharp to F natural. F sharp's higher. B to B flat. B is higher. C to C sharp. C sharp's higher. Well done. And finally, 2.3. Tick the correct clef needed to make each of these named notes. On the third line, if this is C, treble clef. If this is supposed to be F sharp, treble clef. If this is supposed to be A, bass clef. And if this is supposed to be B, bass clef. Okay, let's see if I marked everything correctly. Let's have a look at the answer book. Pitch. F sharp, G, B flat, A, C sharp, D, E. 2.2. E natural, F sharp, B natural, C sharp. 2.3. Treble clef, bass, bass. Very good, well done. Now let's go now for the one that's one of the most challenging topics, which is keys and scales. Come on, let's go. Now let's check all Marcus Lucas answers. Keys and scales 3.1. Tick one box to show the correctly written key signature of D major. Remember, D major has two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. One box to show the key signature of F major, which is B flat. B flat. Okay. Tick 3 boxes to show which notes need an accidental to create a melody in the key of G major. Okay, so we have a bass clef, G major key signature, F sharp. So it's only one note that has to be changed. So we're gonna look for all the F's. F, F, and F. Okay. Attention, because if you had two F's in the same bar, only the first F would be sharpened, okay? Okay. Tick 2 boxes to show the two pairs of notes in this scale which are semitone apart. So Marcus look away again, draw the keyboard here. So let's have a look. So G to A is a tone, A to B tone, B to C semitone. Okay, C to D tone, D to E tone, E to F sharp tone, F sharp to G semitone. Circle true or false for each statement. There is one sharp in the key signature of F major. No, one flat, false. There are no sharps or flats in the key signature of C major, true. This is the 5th degree of the scale of G major. What is the 5th degree of G? G, A, B, C, D. Is this D? No, false. This is the 1st degree of the scale of C. The first scale of the degree of C is C. Is this C? Yes. Tick one box to show the correctly written scale of F major descending. So first check. What do they want? F major descending. Let's check if all of them are descending. Yes. So could be any of them. Okay, now F major has B flat. Do we have... Now let's see if the note, this case, starts on F. Yes. The third option, yes. The second option, yes. But the first option starts on the note D. So it's definitely not the first option. So the second option starts on F, finishes on F, but we must have a B flat. On the third option, you have C flat, so it's definitely not the third option. Let's look at the second, B flat. Exactly, so it's the second option, right. Circle true or false. This is the scale of D major descending, yes, with key signature. Okay, D major is descending, yes, is D major. So we have F sharp and C sharp, yes, so true. Cross the two incorrect notes in the following scale. G major, ascending. Ascending G major has F sharp only. So let's see. Start on G. A sharp, definitely not. B, C, D, E, F should be sharp. So this is wrong. And G. Okay. Okay, now let's check if I marked everything right. Whoa, let's have a look then. Where is this? Here. Okay. The keys and scales. Where is this? Here, F sharp, C sharp on the bass clef, and then the B flat. Okay. 3.3. We have here the second square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6, 7, and the 9th, right? 3.4. The third square and the last square should be ticked. Okay. 3.5. We have false, true, false, true, false, true, false, true, right? 3.6, second option is the correct, right? 3.7, true, true. 3.8, the second note and the one before the last, right? Well done, Marcus Luca. Let's go now to intervals. So let's see now what Marcus Luca has done here with intervals. For each example, write one note to form the named interval. Your note should be higher than the given note. The key is C major. Great. A sixth, C, D, E, F, G, A. Third, C, D, E. Second, C, D. One thing, attention to the clef. Always check if it's treble or bass clef. C, D, E, F, right. C to B. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, seventh. Good. Tick one box to show the correct number of each interval. The key is F major. F to F is an octave. F to C is a fifth. F to G is a second. F to A a third. And F to E a seventh. Always check, okay, and count. For example, we see FF, it's easy, it's an octave. You don't have to check anything. But for example, F to C, I want you at this beginning, especially grade 1 and 2, grades 1 and 2, to count and check if the interval is really a fifth. F, G, A, B, C. Remember, you have always to count the note, the first note. F, G, A, B, C. With time, just by looking at it, you know the interval. Okay, so let's check now here with the answer book. See if I marked this correctly. So 4.1, A, then E, then D, then F, and then B. Correct. 4.2, octave, fifth, second, third, and seventh. Correctly. Okay, let's go now for our fifth tonic triads. Here we go. Tonic triad, circle true or false for each statement. 5.1. This is the tonic triad of C major. Treble clef, C, G, yes. This is the tonic triad of G major. No. This is the tonic triad of D major. D, F sharp, and A. What is the key signature of D major? F sharp and C sharp. So F is sharpened. So this is true. Oh, sorry. This was right and this is wrong. Actually, this is true. Okay. Add one missing note to complete each triad, which with the tonic as the lowest note. Use accidentals if necessary. F major, FA, C is missing. Good. C major bass clef, C, E, G. G major, the bottom note is missing. G, B, D. Great. Circle the correct key for each tonic triad. C major, F major. No, the treble clef. This is D major. Yes. So Marcus, look here, mistaking it is for bass clef. And still, you don't have A sharp on it. So this is D major. We have F sharp. Next, F major, bass clef. Good. And finally, G major, G, B, and D. Good. Let's check here, see if I marked everything correctly. So you can check your answers again as well. So true, false, true. True, false, true. Okay, 5.2. Top note, middle note, and bottom note. 5.3. C major, D major, F major, and finally G major. Okay, it's fine. So Marcus Luke is doing the exercise. Sometimes you're gonna get something is wrong, and that's why I'm here. I'm the teacher, he's the people. I'm the teacher, you guys are peoples as well. You guys are learning, so we are here to make mistakes and understand why you made those mistakes to avoid doing it in the future. So let's go for our next topic, terms and signs. Already done. Let's see, terms and signs. Tick one box for each term and sign. Andante means at a medium speed, in a singing style, quick or slow. Andante comes from andare, for walking, so it's at a medium speed, isn't it? Slow is adagio. Terms and signs is one of the most difficult topics because we have to learn words from other languages, especially Italian and then French and German later. Okay, so it's one of the topics that people lose more points. Okay, fine means end. Finito, that's the end. Now, what is this sign? The fermata. Pause on the note or rest. Exactly, can be on a rest as well. FF means fortissimo, very loud. What is this sign means? Marcos Luca answered, perform smoothly is a slur. Great. Let's have a look if I marked everything correctly. Andante at a medium speed. Fine means the end. The sign here, the fermata, is pause on the note or rest. Fortissimo means very loud, and the sign there is slur. Perform smoothly. Okay, so final topic. Music in context, and here we go. Let's go now to music in context. Look at this melody and then answer the questions that follow. Circle true or false. 7.1. The melody gets gradually louder towards the end. Gradually louder towards the end. Let's have a look at bar 7 and 8. Actually, let's go back to bar 6. We have a mezzo forte, and on bar 8, the final bar, we have a mezzo piano. And in between, we have a diminuendo coming from bar 7. So we definitely don't have a crescendo. We're not getting louder. You're actually getting softer. So false. tick the bar number that contains all the notes of the tonic triad of F major. Marcos Lucas said bar 8. Let's have a look at bar 8. So, what are all the notes of the tonic triad of F major? F, A, C, correctly. So, bar 8 we have F, bass clef, sorry. We have F, we have A, and you have C, correctly. Now, let's see bar 5. We have A and C, don't have F. Bar 3, we don't have F again, and bar 1. We have F and A, don't have C, so bar 8, correct. 7.3, complete the following 3 sentences by ticking one box for each. The longest note in the melody is a, Marcos Lucas said, is a minimum. Minimum, we have something else, like have dotted minimum, semi-brief, no, so it is a minimum. Bar 3 has the same pitches as bar 3, the same pitches, so the same notes. Because Lucas said it's bar 7. Let's have a look. Exactly. The letter name of the lowest note in the melody is... What is the lowest note? You have F, F. Marcos Lucas said it's E. Do we have... Oh, we do at the last bar. The note before the last is E, so correctly. Now, let's see if I've been marking things right. Correctly here. So, 7.1, false. 7.2, bar 8. 7.3, minimum. Bar 7 and E. Great. So, Marcos Lucas got 5 out of 5 for music and context. Terms and sign 4. Right. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 4, 3, 8 points here. We have 10 intervals. 75 scales, every 5 pips, 55, plus and 55, plus 5 here, 60, and plus 12, 72. So Marcos Lucas got 72 out of 75 points. If you got above 70 above, it's a distinction. Distinction, well done, Marcos Lucas. Okay, if you get between 60 and 69 points, have a merit, and 50 to 59, you pass. Okay. Well done, everybody. Finish this course, and from next term we're gonna focus on our grade 2. See you.